strange. Here, read this, Watson.
Indeed, but the possession of such a treasure is an end in itself. Why the devil go through with such an elaborate masquerade?
Money is often the motive of the basest acts, but not in this case. These are deep waters indeed, Watson. These people follow some other dark purpose, so desperate that it justifies any sacrifice and great risk.
You frighten me, Holmes.
I know, sometimes I frighten myself. Enough of idle speculations, Watson. I asked you to study the figures drawn by young Davy. No doubt they are some cipher. What do you make of them?
Oh, for God's sake. You're gonna help me with this, because I don't even remember any of the numbers that were put on that thing.
Alright. The numbers on this thing are in your inventory. They came along with you.
Yeah, but you know I'm not good with ciphers.
Then how'd you crack any of the ones that came out in Gravity Falls? Alright, so the game wants you to pull out a piece of paper and know that the first 9 numbers with a backslash at the end demonstrates how the code is supposed to work. So you need to separate you need to start separating numbers until a number gets repeated, then find out which number is missing from the set. This will take you like 3 hours. Or if you'd much rather be playing Fortnite than this game, which it seems like you would, the answer is 5, 6, 4, 3, 6, 6, 1, 3, 4.
Say that one more time, but slower.
Okay. The game wants you to get out a piece of paper.
Not that part!
And figure out that the first 9 numbers with a backslash is an example of how the rest of the thing is to be decoded. So you will start separating numbers until a number gets repeated, then check which number is missing from that set. It'll take you like 3 hours to do. And unless you'd much rather be playing Fortnite instead of this game, which it seems like you would. The answer is 5, 6, 4, 3, 6, 6, 1, 3, 4.
Okay, 5, 6, 4, 3, now what?
Oh, you want me to repeat it again?
Not the whole thing, just the numbers, for God's sake!
I'm not repeating it unless I get to read the whole thing again.
Fine!
I guess you get to figure out the rest. You got half of the solution right there.
Well, please just read it again.
Alright then. The game wants you to know that the first 9 numbers will backslash at the end of the example of how the rest is supposed to be coded. So you need to start separating numbers until a number gets repeated and check which number is missing from the set. This will take you like 3 hours to complete, or if you much rather be playing Fortnite instead of the game, which seems like you would. The answer is 5, 6, 4, 3, 6, 6, 1, 3, 4.
5, 6, 4, 3, 6, 6, 1, 3, 4, yes?
I am not reading that again, so either you trust that or you solve it yourself.
5, 6, 4, I got it. Okay, 5, 6, 4, 3, 6, 0, 6, 1, 3, 4.
Indeed, they are open to but one possible meaning, even if it eludes me at present. As for my own enigma, I have failed to penetrate the secrets of this book. The language is archaic, and my own modest knowledge of ciphers is sorely tested. I have succeeded in drawing forth only insanities and other absurdities. According to this book, if my translation is exact, if one makes this mark with human blood, and then with conviction recites this illuminating verse, the victim is mesmerized or deemed to leave his mind. I tell you, Watson, this reads like complete gibberish. I do not know what to make of it.
How did you say?
The answer is raccoon.
On earth could... What? These drawings. What a horror. I tell you, Holmes, this book gives me great unease, as does almost everything to do with this affair.
I just recall...
Don't worry, Watson, the game's almost over.
The tell us he had studied ancient history. Perhaps he might help us with the translation of this book. We must seek out better minds, for we are at a standstill. I have not the slightest idea where they could have taken these people and what consequences await them. Let's take our leave and see if Barnes might be of assistance.
Gibberish.
A lot of things that don't even make any... A lot of symbols that don't make any sense.
Only Barnes would know.
Or someone who could read the Necronomicon Ex Mortis. That's what I'm going to call this cursed book, just because it doesn't seem to have a name.
Alright, Nomicon, what's the answer to this stupid situation I found myself in?
Don't raise the dead.
Huh, that seems like a bad idea. And Howard's like, look, Randy, I'm raised dead! And that's how you write an episode of Randy Cunningham, Ninth Grade Ninja.
A real pleasure to see you. I say, where have you been? You've stayed away for some months now.
Indeed, we took a very long journey and barely made it back. However, we have more important matters to discuss. Didn't you say you have some knowledge of ancient people, their language, writings, and customs?
Indeed I did, Mr. Holmes. Why do you ask?
Wow, we've completely cleaned out our inventory.
You are just the man we need. I ran across this esoteric text during our travels and wondered if... Is there something wrong, Barnes?
Mr. Holmes, wherever did you find this? This book, it is worthy of a...
If you could be so good as to translate some of these fragments for me, I would be in your debt. I am particularly interested in these pages here. They are in the poorest condition and therefore appear to be the most used.
With pleasure. I will get to work straight away and keep you informed of my progress.
Let's hope Barnes doesn't go mad before he invents Barnes & Noble. Alright, so I guess we'll just bum around for a bit then.
La-di-da-di-da. Wandering around. Looking at the fog.
Pea soup fog, indicative of London.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we can talk to this young lad.
Strand! Get the Strand! 3 ships still missing at sea! All aboard feared lost! Get the Strand! Latest word on the missing ship!
Ah, this game predicted
Give me
submarine
the latest edition.
accident.
There's a good lad.
Thank you, mister.
Strand, 2nd of December, 1894, London. Storm of the century. The colossal tempest, many are already calling the Storm of the Century, has taken hold of the Scottish and Irish coastlines. It has been raging for the last 2 weeks, and officials are alarmed by signs that the storm is intensifying. Witnesses report that the winds are increasing and waves higher than 40 feet have been spotted. The storm has taken a terrible toll in shipping and the lives of the seamen. The 34 ships have gone to reported loss even as this article goes to press. Several hundred lives hang in the balance. As seamen struggle against the raging elements, sadly the Royal Navy Rescue is presently forbidden to launch any search parties due to the dangerous conditions. Until the storm lifts, these lost at sea have only fortune and faith which may carry them home. Their one ray of hope is the majority of lighthouses remain in operation. The roads leading to them are largely underwater, and their occupants, the guardians of our coast and sailors' last friend, are manning their posts bravely, though they remain cut off from the world. Her Majesty, the Queen, held an emergency meeting with the ministers about the crisis along our coast, and it was learnt that similar phenomena are occurring around the world. An extraordinary quality of the tempest is that savaging our waters is that it appears to affect the weather around the world, creating similar storms elsewhere. Reports from continental Europe, the Americas, Africa, and Oceania, which, by the way, is Australia, all speak of the rapidly deteriorating sea conditions. Some scholars speculate that the force and direction of the currents around our coastline is amplifying the effects of these waves in the ambient seas. However, according to the same scholars, a worldwide effect of this magnitude would be the first of its kind. French police sputter. Undoubtedly, the French police are always late in its unbridled chase of this mysterious burglar, A.L. Arsène Lupin, whose exploits we have followed with great regularity. The police have struck a significant obstacle, this being the victim's unbridled admiration for canny theft. A rich and well-known eccentric heiress which recently robbed of a fortune in gems. Their value is estimated to be several 100 million francs. The regional authorities had placed her estate under a close watch, as they quite rightly regarded it as a prime target for this notorious thief. Last night, a shadowy figure was observed scaling the wall, crossing the grounds, and entering into the residence. The policemen closed their trap neatly with an entire brigade standing by reinforcements. They charged the manor, throwing their household into a panic, and rushed the heiress's private rooms. She met them in her nightdress and perkily announced that the theft of her jewelry had just occurred. After several minutes, rather long ones, she explained that she showed the burglar an ancient secret passage into her room. through which he escaped and skillfully avoided the police. The passage led to a nearby train station. The shocked civil servants took their leave without saying a word, rejecting the light meal prepared for them by the lady of the house. No doubt it would take more than a few croissants for this lady to persuade the assurance of the company to pay her the value of the stolen gems.
Watson, consider the news of all these missing ships. I have an idea, but it will be necessary to secure a chart for the Scotland coast and nearby seas. No point in asking Barnes. I have no desire to divert his attention from the translation.
True enough, Holmes. But where else would we find such a chart?
Okay, well, obviously not the Buggy Man.
Ugh.
Perhaps someone at the Golden Lion? No.
You just like one look at that and you're like, nope, not touching that.
Well, I'm pressing the space bar constantly to check for anything I can talk
Oh,
to.
you're one of those players.
Well, yes, generally.
Got burned a little too many times by the hotspots not working, eh?
Yep. Maybe I can go to the marina.
Where at the marina do you want to go?
It is a sea chart we seek. We must go to the harbour.
Hi!
He teleported hard.
Watson's like, we landed!
Good morning to you, gentlemen. Would you care for a pint, or perhaps something finer?
Thank you, but at the moment I have need of information and will have to miss another glass of your fine ale. More's the pity. Would you happen to know where I could find charts of the local waters?
They're all kept at the harbour master's office, but I'm afraid only those with port business are allowed to enter. I trust you understand.
Precisely. What I need is a chart of the Scottish area, where all those ships have wrecked recently.
Indeed, such a sad tale. All those poor souls lost at sea. It seems as if the very devil is at work there. Hang on, a chart of the Scotland coastline, you said? It seems to me I have one in my room over there, behind the bar. Here's the key. Take it and have a look for yourself. If you find it, it's yours for the taking.
I need something.
You have the key, adult.
You have to purposefully use it.
It was in my hand when I clicked it the first time.
That was the notification of the game saying you have a new item.
I have what we need, Watson. Now, let's examine this map.
Oh, holy crap.
Welcome to the map puzzle!
Ah, Dibley. Oh my god.
Again, I say, welcome to the map puzzle!
What even am I supposed to do?
Well...
Excuse you.
You got the answer already.
Do I, though?
Yeah, you did.
Let us pause to consider the facts, Watson. No mystery can resist an agile mind.
Lord Rochester's son embarks for India. Alright, well, I've already looked at this.
It's not Inspector Clouseau.
No, I know it's not Inspector Clouseau. 34 ships, so I guess I'm looking for the number
photograph
34.
Of Rochester as a young man.
Some would say he's still a young man,
Heh.
since he died as a young man. Okay, so I'm looking for the number 34.
Good luck.
That says 14. That's 33. 36. There.
Let us pause
Ow.
to consider the facts, Watson.
Nope, it's
No
not the
mystery
number
can resist
34.
an agile mind.
I have no freaking idea what I'm looking for. Not to mention, some of this isn't even in English.
Yeah!
Cromarty, Ross, Inverness, Mull, Argyle, and that's as far as it goes.
It does go further down.
No, it doesn't. It won't let me.
Ah, just kidding!
See, look.
Unless you have to pull up to make it go down.
I'm pulling up. I'm literally dragging it. There's Dublin, which is Ireland. Small Isles, Skye, What even?
North Eust.
There's no such place.
Okay.
Leeway. Sutherland.
North Eust is an island in Scotland, Mr. Doubting Thomas.
Well, I figured this was all old English, considering we're the 18 fucking hundreds.
Nope. These places are real.
Roomy, I don't even know what part of Scotland we're even looking for. Skye.
Let us pause to consider the facts, Watson. No mystery.
Wait, don't tell me this is what I'm looking for. Is this what I'm looking for?
You said don't tell you anything, so I'm not going to tell you anything.
56436. If I can find that, I'll find it exactly. Okay, 56436.
Have you found it?
No, I haven't found it. I still have hardly any idea what I'm even looking for. Are they map coordinates? Because if it is, I'm at 5, 6, and... I don't understand. Please just tell me what I'm looking for and I'll see if I can find it myself.
You already know what you're supposed to be looking for.
No, I don't!
Yeah, you did.
If it's Scotland, it's all over the map.
There's Ross.
Where's Rachel?
Let us pause to consider the facts, Watson. No mystery can resist an agile mind.
You were on the right track earlier. You're not right now, though.
So it's something to do with this, is it?
I'm not supposed to tell you.
Ah, for God's sake. 56436 06134.
Do.
This map doesn't go to 5, 6. Otherwise it would be the literal bottom. It would be somewhere down here, but it's not.
Did it occur to you that you could be reading the thing incorrectly?
Let me guess, it's upside down like boobies.
No.
Let us pause to consider the facts, Watson. No mystery can resist an agile mind.
Five, 6, 4, 3, 6.
Alright, you're gonna ponder this, and I'm gonna take a quick break.
Sure, whatever floats thy boat. Clearly, maybe I need to find these set of numbers on the map.
One eternity later.
Oh, fuck.
Did you get... What?
Your mic coming back on made a popping sound that scared the hell out of me.
Ha! My bad.
I found 5-6 and I found 4-3. Now I'm looking for 06.
Have you clicked on them and Holmes has been like, oh, you're so smart.
No, I'm clicking on them and it does nothing.
Mm-hmm. You're kind of on the right track.
I figured some sort of triangulation puzzle.
But at the same time...
There's A6. Now I need 06.
You are actually surprisingly close to the right answer.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear it.
Although if I were you, since you're a fan of nudges, I would go up instead of down.
Okay.
If I remember how to read this map correctly.
I don't know how to read this map correctly. I'm just guessing. There's a 6.
We got the 6 on top, so that's something.
Oh, that was the correct one? Okay.
Do 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 do. Do do do. The Minch!
Yep. The only 06 I can find is a 6-0.
Ah, these numbers have gone up, haven't they? Whoops, I told you to go the wrong way.
Yes, you did.
I was like, that's why I prefaced that with, if I remember how to read this map correctly, which I don't. The left numbers are going in the wrong direction. There.
I found it, apparently?
Fine. Can you find it, though? This is the right spot. Now it's a little down.
This is the right spot?
You should be able to find the right spot somewhere in this without moving the screen anymore.
Am I looking for a number or a location?
Technically, you're supposed to find the location. Oh dear, that's too big. The numbers, the location, the numbers tell you to find.
I hate maps. Whoever designed maps like this, I just want to talk. While
You
holding
don't
an axe.
just want to talk.
Yeah, you're right. I'll be holding an axe.
You've never been one to believe in let's talk through our differences.
The difference is nothing. It's driving me nuts. I want to cut off your hands. Not your hands, the guy that made maps like these.
Ah, so you'd be like the bad guy in this game who cut off Arson's hands.
Well, Mr. Arnson didn't deserve it. Okay, clearly it has to be on the 6th line. Because otherwise...
Not necessarily.
Okay, so the 6th line is useless then. Got it.
I mean, the 6th line got you to roughly where you need to be. It's not going to be exact, though.
The problem is I can't even remember the numbers without going back.
Right, and it will bump you out if you try and do that.
And then I have to find this place again.
Right, which would probably be hard for a person.
Considering this
Can't
is...
map. Well, the numbers were 5, 6, 4, 3, 6, and then 6, 1, 3, 4.
Okay, well, if we're going by these numbers over here, then 5, 6 would be roughly around here. Five, 6, 4, 6. Perhaps here somewhere. I am running out of ideas.
Do you need to stop for the day?
I need... Well, we're not going to be able to stop until we get this map taken care of, so... And having another day is not going to help. It's probably going to make it even worse.
Alright.
I need a little more guidance.
It's to the left of the 6 line.
Okay, thank you.
It's a good thing you don't play Leighton games, because you would spend all your hint coins before you get to Florence.
No, the hint coins would not be of a problem to me, because those puzzles aren't as bullshit. I watched you guys play one of them. I can do those puzzles without having hint coins.
You've guessed wrong multiple times on them.
Mostly out of joking.
Really? Because some of them sounded completely like that was you wanted that to be the right answer.
I can neither confirm nor deny because it's been a long time and I don't remember what all my feelings were then, but mostly I like to joke around. You should know this from how many times I screwed up on those puzzles in Nancy Drew where I had to rearrange letters. Am I even close?
You're very close, actually.
Because at this point...
Watson, that's what those mysterious figures meant.
That's the answer! Hope you saw it!
They indicate a point along the Scottish
There's
coast
some 19.
called Ardnamurcombe. Let's bring back the key to the tavern keeper and see if
you can freeze frame it if you want to.
Good lord.
Nice, now you're done. You should save so you don't have to do it again.
I'm gonna call it there because I have a headache now.
That's fair. That's a hard puzzle.
Yes, it is. So thank y'all for watching this arduous episode of Sherlock Holmes The Awakened. If you liked it, leave us a like. If you're new around here, subscribe. Go check out Anthony's channel. We'll see you next time.
I liked and I'll do neither of those.
Hi, yeah, MJFK from Clone High, and I am telling you to subscribe to the Geeky Skunk Gamer and his friends, Geo Joe 2000 and Luigi Fan 891.